It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows if you look at my neck.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple team. Right there. 54
Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60-yard.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
61, matchbox.
2nd and 6. It'll be caught by Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan. all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Williams to throw on second down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
Blue draw Corkins. 55.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He'll have a first down past the 40. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, where the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, he's going to sling this deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
We go. 60 outlaw. 54.
It's a party now.
Hey, dude.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
70. Indian. Pilot. 64. Win.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
X3. 218. Chop. 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Williams now. Throwing on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 54. Check. Right there. 54. Right now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Williams. A spin. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Flush to his right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check 26. Hey, I 7. 45, Mike, 45.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Williams on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
18 Gator. Bristol travel.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Williams looking to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Touchdown, Carolina! Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On play action, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught at the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for him. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd and goal, Winston. Flushed out right. And, Jameis. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
6-6. Pull it high.
To throw on second down, Williams. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Williams pass. Complete to Michael Thomas.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
51. Record. 51 to Mike.
Williams operating from the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Come on, set. Come on. 54 Mike. Yo.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now Thomas trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a lot of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 16.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go. Show it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. The end result, 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those intercept. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
10-2 stop. Recon, 152 fighter.
Williams now on third down. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down.
Watch the
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, come on now, come on now. Wait. Let's convert. Tight dog.
Throwing on second down. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Jameis now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
94.
Throwing on first down. Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
45. Watch the screen.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go.
Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.